guess I better quit talking if we're ever going to get to the top of the hill.
So today I'm here with Jeff Carmichael, who's been kind enough to lend his time to me to show me some of this chukka hunting. We're at the foothills of Sage Mountains in California. We've got a couple of dogs with us. We're packing a 12 gauge for heat and we're all set to go. We've got the quads. Looks like it's going to be a good day, good fun, and hopefully we'll get some good footage of some chukkas going down. Dogs are very excited. Been running around flat out already, and they're going to get us some birds. Well, the first casualty of the day is me. Thought I jumped on the bike. We've probably drove a couple of kilometres, and thought, geez, the front end of this bike feels a little bit funny, and we finally get to an area where we can stop, and that'll be a problem. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what'll happen from here. Like, it's a pretty steep decline. We shoot down this track. Come out down the bottom there. It's really quite steep. See the sort of country that we're in. It's pretty steep stuff.
I still don't see him.
There's one muley looking straight at us. Yeah.
I can't see with these darn glasses on very good. They shouldn't have shed yet, I don't think. Damn it, they're going right through where I wanted to go. That's what happens a lot, is
8 muleys.
Deer will go through and flush your birds before you get there. We'll stay up on top of the ridge, Owen.
They might have pushed them up.
The biggest problem is those dogs are going to be smelling those deer from now on because of the wind's coming right to us. Well, the north side of this slope is going to be all snow, deep snow. Very, very little chance of finding any birds out there because there's no open ground, nowhere for them to feed. So what we'll do, we'll go off the end of this around to the north as far as we can till we start getting into too much snow, drop down to a lower elevation, hunt the same slope back the way we came, just lower down, just to utilize the open ground that we do have here. And if we don't find anything here, maybe we'll hustle back to the bike and go back and hunt that ridge on the other side over there where there's a longer ridge, more ground. Like I said, that was really where I wanted to hunt, and as you can see, we've got one long ridge that just keeps going all the way to the Fort Sage Peak there. But with those deer going right along the same line, chances are they could have bumped any birds that were there and we may have never seen them, and the dogs would be confusing that deer scent as well. So doing the best of what we have to work with today. But we'll go off the end here. It might be the honey hole. Son of a bitch. God damn, holding on to that frickin' collar. Controller, trying to shoot with it. God damn it. Son of a bitch. That was our opportunity.
Win some, you lose some.
Well, if I'd have just taken the time to set this down when they first started getting up instead of trying to shoot with it. Easy. Hey, back. Whoa. Red-legged partridge.
That's what we're after.
That's what we're after. You got beautiful red hue up here on the neck and a pretty blue-gray on the under feathers. These, I think they're just beautiful birds. Some people might say, well, they're probably prettier when they're flying.
How far was the shot, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. It always, you always think it was farther than it was, but I think it was probably 50, 60 yards, I'm guessing, but maybe we see it on TV, it might be a little easier to...
Yeah, be able to check it out. And the dogs worked well then, yeah?
Yeah, the dogs were, that's the way they're supposed to do it. They waited for me to get there, held their point. I went off to the side to, you know, maybe have a little better acquisition of the birds without having to shoot over the top of the dogs. Everything went just the way it's supposed to, except for the guy pulling the trigger.
Shot one. It's a good shot.
1 for 2. Actually, that's 1 for 4. Counting the other 3.
Lucky we bought plenty of shells. So after a long day out, about 6 hours, me and Jeff are heading back to the quads and get back for some of Sherry's beautiful home style cooking. She's served up night after night. It's very much appreciated, Sherry. And also take the opportunity to thank Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. Hope you had a good time.
I had a ripper time, Jeff. And we only got the one bird today, but just the scenery is enough to say, you know, I've come out here and I've experienced a pretty awesome part of the world. Something I don't get to do every day, so check it out.
That's the best part of the day.
Checking it out. Definitely a bit different than back home. Just as wonderful though, every bit as wonderful, and I really hope to come back here again and maybe hunt some antelope. Jeff's been telling me there's some antelope around here, and it'd be good to get lucky enough to draw a non-resident tag. So you never know, we might get back here.